Today's drink is called the Harlem Sweetie. It's based on a poem called Harlem Sweeties by Langston Hughes that I've linked in the comments. It's beautiful, as is all of his work, and I encourage anyone making drinks this week to read some of his poetry, some of Nikki Giovanni's, some Jericho Brown, who just won the Pulitzer. Nothing goes better with cocktails than social activism and poetry. And the more that we can bring all of those things into our lives, the better. So let's make a Harlem Sweetie, shall we? So you're gonna need brown sugar. We're using a light brown, but you can use whatever you'd like. You're gonna need some blackberries, frozen or fresh, or you can even use blackberry jam or black raspberry jam if you have that on hand. You're also going to need half of a lemon or half of a lime. I prefer lime. Lemon is totally okay. And some rum. We're gonna use some spiced rum today. You can use Jamaican rum, delicious. We have a dry spiced rum from Cotton and Reed, a small distillery in Washington, D.C. You can use white rum if you'd like, but I think we've all had enough of listening to white things, haven't we? Let's get started. So, you're gonna take your shaker. Into that shaker, you're going to add a nice spoonful of brown sugar. Now, you're going to squeeze your half of citrus into the sugar, like so. And then put it aside, because you're still going to use it, so don't toss it yet. Now you're going to need a handful of blackberries. The equivalent would be a handful of frozen blackberries, which might be messier, or just a heaping spoonful of blackberry or black raspberry jam. If they fit in your hand, go for it. Honestly, if you're using frozen fruit, about half a cup is right. Now, we're going to take our hammer, and we're going to squish down all of the blackberries. You can do this gently, or you can do it hard, like I just did, where it's in your face. It's your call. Now, you're going to take the squeezed half of citrus that you reserved, toss that in there, give it another couple squishes to express the oil from the lime. And just give it a taste. Just make sure you like the proportion. I think I'm going to add a little more sugar. Because why not? Now, you're going to add some ice. Could add the rum first, but based on how much everything splashed on me already, I'm not going to risk it. You're going to fill it up with ice. It's very humid. Everyone needs to stay hydrated. Also, you're about to add 2 ounces of rum into this drink, so you might as well water it down somehow. I'm going to do, just because I'm feeling like this today, an ounce of dry spiced rum, and then an ounce of Jamaican rum. Again, use Captain Morgan's, whatever, or, research in your community what the black-owned liquor stores are selling, or any distilleries that are black-owned, or switch to completely black-owned wine. The way that we're going to make everything count is not only through protests, it's through divesting our money from corporations, and by supporting the smaller businesses, the indie businesses who deserve our money, who are working hard, and giving money back to the communities that need it. So now let's shake our drink. I'm gonna put the lid on to my drink, not myself, and then give it a shake. You don't have to shake it super long today because it's so humid, it's so warm, the ice is gonna melt pretty quickly. If you were in a colder climate, shake it for about 20 seconds. But now, I think this is about it. Warning, blackberry seeds do tend to clog up a shaker lid. So I like to use a regular strainer. You can also just kind of take a glass and go like this. Probably not with a coupe, but you do you. And if you want to push through, a clogged strainer, do it. Sometimes the best way to enact change is by pushing through something that's uncomfortable. Now let's pour our drinks. Because I'm using a coupe, I'm not going to add ice. But if you want to do this over rocks, in a rocks glass or in a pint glass, because you deserve it, go for it. Now, you have two options. If you're someone who happens to have chocolate bitters on hand, like I do, maybe cherry bitters, I don't have those, but they sound great, do a couple shakes. You can also add a dash of vanilla extract. Again, I think we've heard enough from vanilla these days. That said, it is delicious in this drink. But I'm gonna add some chocolate bitters. So just a couple dashes on top. Give it a little swirl. And then, you know, maybe set something on fire. Maybe it doesn't burn yet. Maybe you just gotta hold its feet to the flame. And then drop that in. And that, my friends, is a Harlem Sweetie. Cheers to a hard week with harder weeks ahead that hopefully will culminate in some genuine change for our country and our communities. Thanks for hanging out with Drink Up Cocktails. If you liked what you saw today, or it just makes you extremely angry, please like and subscribe right there. Right there. Right there. Thanks.